Darlings, farlings, bears, and deers, we're happy that you're here for Mostly Walking. We made it through the weekend, and it's time for Monday, the greatest day of the week. I'm Sean Platt.
And I'm Lee Grainer.
And I'm Sean Bloom.
She, her motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, we got some pronouns.
There's a woman on the team now.
Oh baby.
Love it.
And I have something that does not matter that I'm going to make matter to kick off this particular broadcast.
Make it matter.
We're going to kick off this particular broadcast. Where first of all, I want to note that we are playing the excellent video game Normality yet again today. And I can't show you the game right now because if you don't move, it makes your character spin in circles, which makes me ill. So I'm on the loading screen, so we'll take a peek at that in a bit. But here's the thing. All day, I have been wearing just a white undershirt because I haven't been on air. So
Sure.
I have put this on about 3 minutes ago. Okay,
It looks good.
I like it. I like this shirt. At 9 p.m., when this show goes off, I'm going to take it off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do I wear this shirt tomorrow? And if I do, is that gross?
No,
From a
you mean
social
you're allowed
and
to
hygienic?
wear it. No. You're allowed to wear that shirt tomorrow, but you have to dedicate 2 hours of the day where you take the shirt off.
Oh, that
So
makes
find
perfect
2 hours
sense.
tomorrow where you can take the shirt
I'm
off,
gonna-
and then you're good.
I'm going to go ahead and say that there's a threshold where, like,
Mm-hmm.
would you say 8 hours? Each shirt has 8 hours.
This is kind of a lesson my father never taught me. It's like, when does your shirt officially go bad for the day? Because, like, if you pull an all-nighter, and you, like, when the next day kicks around, like, you know, I'm fucking still wearing the same shit I wore yesterday, and you can feel it. But
That
where's
shirt's
the
no good
cutoff?
anymore.
Where is the cutoff?
I mean, I got to say one of the joys for me in life is say I exercise in the late afternoon
Yes.
and I take a shower and then I put on a fresh set of clothes. And then those clothes are only partially soiled. So then the next day I wake up, I fucking throw them on again. I don't know why, but that feels like it feels like a wonderful game genie of the real world where it's just like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm cheating and it feels good.
Yeah, no, for me, I would wear clothes and I would wake up and put them on and work out on them for one final filth up. And then I'd
That's
throw
good.
them in and then put on my
Oh,
next
that is
pair of
good.
clothes and then wear this for the day and
Ugh.
then filth up. Yeah.
Do
Excuse
you
me,
ever
darling.
use your previous day's shirt as like a place to catch, like if you're like trimming your beard or shaving or something, like a place to catch like facial hair trimmings?
No, but I'll use it as like a towel.
As a napkin. Yeah.
or or napkins.
Yeah,
good.
like
Napkins
I
good.
don't do
I-
that. Wow.
I have had ice cream that I've spilled
Yeah.
and I just take my shirt off, scoop it up, and then put it in the laundry bin.
Oh, well, so here's
And then we do it
here's the
later,
problem.
right? It's
Here's
just-
one. Here's one
love
thing.
it.
Here's one
Yeah.
thing. What about? Does that not
Excuse me.
contain oils?
Oil-
Are oils not a concern?
Are oils a concern?
Are
Like
oils
in
not
general?
a concern?
I mean,
Because you can't always wash them
Isn't
out.
that the point of soap? Soaps kill oils. That's my understanding.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then I believe that electricity kills soaps, if I remember my Pokemon.
Electricity-
So it's like
correctly.
electricity.
And then
so
I
soap,
think
electricity, oils is like the
Electricity
new
is weak
rock
to
paper
fairy
scissors.
type, maybe. Something
Yeah,
like
Yeah, I
yeah.
think so. And then
I really, because soap is like, it's like a mineral or like something.
yeah, soap is technically a ghost.
that. Soap is technically a ghost.
Well, I'm glad that we were able to sort things out in that regard for this key question before we hop into the amazing game, Normality. And I mean, I was just saying before we went live that this has been a great month of media. The TV show Severance, assuming the last 2 episodes of season 1 keep paying off, one of my favorite shows of all time. Watched Everything Everywhere All at Once, one of my top 10 movies of all time. I mean, it is astonishing how good it is. And of course, Elden Ring, that I've been playing the everything fuck out of. Things are just so good. And so my question to you, darlings, before we hop into the show,
Yep.
what's like a piece of media that's been really delighting you in the month of March? Now, Despies is, of course, String.
String is good. That's a good
Aw.
medium.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, it's
If there was a, sorry, go ahead.
No, okay. So I have also been playing Elden Ring, and that game is intoxicating.
Ooh,
But
I like that word.
Ooh,
I will
yeah.
also say I've been watching Dicktown, and Dicktown is very good.
That's awesome.
What's
It's
Dicktown? Is it about? Is Sean? Is it about a town of dicks?
Not in a literal sense.
It's a
Maybe in a
Hodgman joint. It's a
metaphorical
Hodgman
sense.
joint.
It is a Hodgman joint. It's a animated show in the spirit of less Archer actually, and more like Frisky Dingo. But the premise is John Hodgman was Encyclopedia Brown when he was in like middle school or high school.
Yeah.
And he grew up and continues to be Encyclopedia Brown, solving minor mysteries for high school students as now like a 35-year-old man. And his life is in shambles. And it's very good. It's very good.
Sounds like kind of a little bit of a Venture Brothers BoJack Horseman.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, it's got a very Venture Brothers kind of, yeah. It's all around those ideas.
Oh.
Look at that cat.
Yeah, no, she is. You know,
Oh my god,
that's such a good cat.
If there was a sitcom about this kitty, would it be called String Theory?
I've thought about a sitcom where all the events and the drama changes week to week, but the setting doesn't at all. Like literally, if you go from scene to scene, it's them doing the exact same thing every single day, but having completely different emotional arcs and experiences. That's your show. There it is.
Wow. That sounds pretty rad. My piece of media, I was saying it in the pre-show, Miles Morales. I finished Spider-Man Miles Morales. While the rest of you are slavering over your Elden Rings, your onion rings, I've been Spider-Manning all around town. Because you know what? I'm being greater and I'm being myself. This is our Spider-Man. It's really fucking good. The story had me tearing up while trying to punch super soldiers. Here's the thing. You're fighting like there's like spoilers, but there's like a big old grudge match you have with a dear best friend, and they build up these relationships so well. And it's just like this person's just like, you almost had me believing that I had a family again, and I'm just like, God, you gotta play. And it's like, no, you can just come home. And it's like, no, I can never come back from this. And I'm like, I'm just trying to play my Xbox or my PlayStation. I forgot which one it is. And then like some guy kicks my ass and he's like, that's right, you should have stayed down, Spider-Man. Fuck. It's so good though. Yeah. That game is up there. It's up there in me tops.
Yeah, we own it, but we haven't done anything in this household except fucking play Elden Ring. In fact,
in this house we play Elden Ring.
Yeah, I get up and Britt plays a little before I take the PS5 back, and then I stream it from 1 to 7, and then at 7:05 I bring it back out and she plays till 1. It's like are you concerned at all? Like, so I haven't really seen much of Elden Ring. Yeah.
And is it just fentanyl? Are you guys just doing fentanyl? Are you just shooting up? Like, is it a video game or is it a street drug?
Is one of the very rare cases of a game where you buy it for 60 seconds. You buy it for $60.
Yeah.
And you have a bunch of amazing experiences and content in the box.
Mm-hmm.
Like every other game that anyone has ever talked about in the history of talking about things. Is always like, oh my god, I'm so hooked. I have to pay $2 a day to play it. You know, it's like these things that when you hear, you're just like, oh, that sounds nasty. You know, it's just like, oh, dude, Clash of Clans. There's this guy, he keeps attacking me. I put in $200 and I attacked him back and I won. But then he put in more money and I got to put in more money. You know, there's like these that kind of have these like, it's a payoff of some kind of chemical, but it's not good, right? The number of people that I know that are just like, oh yeah, so-and-so multiplayer game, yeah, I wasted my entire youth playing it. I fucking hate that game. You know,
it's Diamond Dave's, yeah.
It is the exact opposite of that, where it's like, oh, a game that's big. And it's not big in a Daggerfall kind of 65,000 square kilometers of procedurally generated sameness big. Like, large, bespoke, handcrafted, gorgeous areas.
So big.
It's so
incredible.
It's fucking so big.
You know, Sean, I will say I have not seen a large, bespoke, handcrafted, gorgeous area in a long time, and that would be nice.
Yeah.
That would be a nice thing to
Mm-hmm.
really get into.
Well, I think that is the best possible transition
To this
for
shitty
us
fucking game.
to play something.
Let's take on more emotional damage in this game that
Yeah.
is in this game that pretends to be funny but is really just full of hate for various types of people. Let's do it.
You know.
Oh yeah. So this.
That's what games are.
So we literally. Oh
is the
perfect.
game.
Oh, this is so good. This is so good. This is not what we're going to be doing, but we do need the soundtrack up. The thing is that Lee, you set up such a perfect transition for me. I had to hop on it, but we're not going to look yet at Normality
Well, I
because
am-
there's a present for you two.
I am
Oh.
known for my transition. Hey! Hey, kapow!
Oh my
Very
god.
good.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
Our very own in the chat Dradog has created
Oh, I love the Dread
the Mostly Walking Wiki.
No fucking way! I think
Yeah.
I heard a little bit. I think
Yep.
Dread Dog said something was gonna happen. What is this? What is this?
Yeah, look at the Mostly Walking Wiki. Okay, you can go to the table of contents and see various things.
God.
We each have pages. There it is.
Oh my god, incredible.
And look at episodes by year, how much of a trip this is. Let me actually
Jesus
enhance
Christ.
this. Let me actually enhance this, okay? Like, look at this. We did King's Quest 6. I didn't realize The Dig was the second game we did. I had no idea. Then there was Ferlin Toka's Zirquiziz. Quest for Glory, the
That's
Indiana
right.
Jones, The Fate of Atlantis. And Nancy Drew is actually the 5th one that we played. Look at that.
Incredible.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, I had
Hey,
no idea.
is-
Look, these
My
are
god, look at all these games.
I think Grim Fandango. By then, we were really going. Like,
Oh yeah, we were jaded as well.
Yeah.
yeah. How many episodes did we spend per game on those older ones?
I mean, you basically just take how many things there were,
Yeah.
and then you take 50 and you subtract 15 because we only do about 30, 35 a year,
Yeah.
and then you do that divided by the number of games, and that was it. Like
Jesus Christ.
2017 is when we did Return to Zork, which took up a lot of episodes.
You did. You did. That's right.
Then we
New
never
to
finished this.
CBD, start small. Charlotte's Web, shop 10 milliliters. Is that? I hope. So I hope
get
that this
outta
ad
here.
revenue goes directly into Dread Dog's pocket. That is my.
That's
my
the
perfect-
wish. Big fingers
perfect
crossed, baby.
dream. That is. This is so meaningful. This
Fuck,
gi-
oh my god.
this gives meaning to what the hell we've been doing for the past.
Which one do you want to click on? Which one do you want to look at?
Fuck. Well, first, can we just see how many years it's been that we've been doing this?
2014.
Yeah, in August I think we
August
started.
2014. So this is year 8. Well, we'll be rounding out.
That's wild.
But I mean, like, look at
Nobody's
this.
done anything for 8 years.
Oh yeah, Gemini Rue was a good one.
Gemini Rue.
Get the fuck
Yeah.
out of here. Look,
Those-
we have all the
12
parts, and
episodes.
you
You
can
might have to
click on it,
turn on your ad
Shit.
blocker, Sean.
and it has some notable
And
events.
there's
again.
there's a
Get me out of
page
here.
for each one. Oh my god.
You might have to turn on your ad blocker.
I know. Tell me about it.
That's
No,
so good, though.
it's so amazing. Thing is that like I actually don't go to that many websites that use ads, so I don't even like
Yeah.
notice
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
But dude, big warm shout out to Dradog. I have already
Holy
spent
shit.
several sessions wandering through it. Like several.
That is
Dog, that is
beautiful.
amazing.
Thank
That
you
is
so
incredible.
much.
and
Can I get it in hardcover?
oh yeah. Oh yeah. So here's
I
the
joke,
thing.
But in year 10, how about this, guys? In year 10, I will put together or get someone else to put together a hardcover version of whatever the knowledge base is at that point.
Wait,
Yes.
is there there's an overworld map in this game?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Neutropolis.
We're in Neutropolis.
for all of
man.
you
What
and
the
your neuter friends.
Yeah. Now, to briefly summarize, we spent some time trying to exit the apartment. We then made it to the street level where we find literally nothing to do. And the mystery is that we were locked in some sort of crazy, bizarre, you have to stop having emotions because the norm police told us not to. We went to the plush rest factory where it appears there's some kind of rebellion that is trying to entice us to join. We already know that they're in the back dumpster. So we're going to go there at some point, but we, I think, need to solve some puzzles.
Puzzles.
So, once again, bespoke environments.
Every time I just hear E1M1.
I forgot about the voodoo doll, and it terrified me. I had a literal reaction when it popped up.
It's reach them up there.
It's definitely
it was
a mix
a jump scare.
Yeah, mixed with disgust.
Oops.
Yeah, a disgusting jump scare. There you go.
So let's see, we have a costume book, scissors, a cushion, a towel, fire starter book, a shark poon, a note, a little box, and a cog. And here's the thing, if I actually exit, here's kind of where I believe that we're trying to go. I believe, and I have some confidence that, oh, this is closed due to repairs. Okay, let me, as slowly as I can, rotate. Okay. So, in here,
Look at that.
this guy
Yes.
will move when he discovers some garbage.
Yes.
He will run there and as quickly as possible go do garbagey things.
And he automatically knows where the garbage is, right?
We don't know.
It has been implied.
Okay.
So, oh yeah, that's right. I can. Okay, by the way, for any who forgot the controls, holding the mouse one button, holding left click, and then slowly moving forward and backward is how you move. If you want to look, you press down both buttons at once and look.
It's Blender. It's just Blender.
Yes, it's Blender.
So we know that we need to open up this thing. So,
And it's alarmed.
so if we can turn off the power, we can get this junk. Then we can take this junk inside that trunk, and we can go up here and put it
Just
on here.
doesn't want to open.
And then we can use this.
If I lie down there, I'll never get up again.
So here
So
we
why
have the
can't-
battery with the current receiver powering this thing up.
Yeah, because that's how that works.
It's
How-
definitely
I
how
think
that
this
works.
guy's got
Uh,
the right idea.
How do
You
we
have a problem? Sleep right through it.
Right.
Congratulations! You are now the proud owner of the unique Slumbus Swift system.
Do we look at this already?
No more tossing and turning. No more plumping up the...
I think we have. We heard it. We voice overed it. So why can't we do your plan that you just came up with? Is
So-
there something going on?
Let me open this up.
Well, does it involve... We need to shut off the power, I guess?
I
Is
can't
that a
use the
thing that we-
case, and I can't get to the debris inside.
I can't. I can't believe you've done this.
Can't believe it.
It
I
just
can't get to
doesn't
the
want
debris
to open.
inside.
Wait, why can I not? Do we need to like... Oh my god.
Oh shit! Do you need to fucking
There
GoldenEye
must
your
be
way up there?
something-
Yeah, GoldenEye that.
Oh, what?
Drop a bowling ball out of the vent.
So, okay,
Yeah.
maybe that's how we actually do it, is we get in there.
Use a magnet to pull a bowling ball until it falls out of the vent.
Perfect.
Alright, hold on. We're having some cats. Some
having
cat
some
situation.
cats?
We're having an acute
Slight
case of cats. Alright.
Oh,
Come on.
an acute case of cute cats.
Oh my god. Okay. So, have we seen a vent? Oh, probably in the bathroom. Ouch. Fantastic.
Instead of wearing the cat, say you put the cat on your shoulder.
I pick it up and place it in my purse. Alright. Oh my god, F. Thetis as Sheriff and Despy are listed under hosts in the wiki.
so
Fuck
good.
yeah. So wait, here's the kitchen.
I'm just waiting for the moment that kitty just does the full
It's
relaxation.
locked.
Okay, so let's see here. Oh wait, we go. Is it over here? Executive.
She's like looking around at stuff.
Yeah, no, she's an observant little princess.
Fuck. She looks like a puppet.
Yeah, she really does.
I mean, I'm distracted. I'm sure the viewers are as well. I think the real show is going on Sean's shoulder right now.
Oh, no question. Why are there flies in this stall?
Because remember, this is the episode where you make fun of people that are overweight. And overweight people
But
being
why-
gross and smelly is like, that's
But
the...
these don't
But why,
have
why just the
toilets.
one is the thing?
I don't know.
That's my question.
Because it
Why
feels
this
like
one?
it should be... Oh, wait, can I open this door?
It won't open. It won't
That's-
open. My gosh. It's a toilet.
Okay, so...
Okay.
What is this thing? Oh, cool. It would be great for opening a really large can of beer.
So...
Oh.
What? Okay. What?
Can you use
Okay.
that
My
to open
gosh,
the
it won't
the
open.
glass?
It won't open.
Oh, that's a great idea, Lee.
Thank you. Can you use your sharktopus to open up the thing with the trash inside?
Oh, awesome. What a great idea.
Fucking suck.
I hate this.
All right, so we go here. We're going to use this.
What is this thing? Oh, judging by all those blinking lights, I'd say there's an alarm on this case. Touch this and charming.
All right, so...
Charming.
I love when you have to yawn and say something at the same time. It's like, why did you go to... It's like that kind of moment.
Oh, yeah. Dude. Yeah, no, I'm definitely going to be yawn speaking a lot.
Back to the emotional damage labs. Fuck.
These seem to be padlocked or jammed shut. Maybe one of them will open.
Because this is the one that opened, right?
These seem to be padlocked.
think
These seem to
one
be
to the left.
padlocked or this one
Yeah.
opens.
So I feel like there's a vent that we need to go into.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Oh,
I
my
mean,
neck.
I feel like that might be a red herring, although it is really prominent from here, isn't it?
And he said there must be something up there, you know?
Hey, chat, should I get a cat? Let me know.
So look,
That's
look.
pretty good.
I've been thinking about it.
I mean, there is an arrow pointing down.
Why can I no longer interact with it?
Huh. You know, we call that with the chat, we call that an easy yes.
Huh.
Lecta says I could become a cat lady.
All right, so
I could.
it might actually be hint time. It might actually be hint time. I don't know if Ghosty is here to be on hint duty for the evening.
And actually, can I make a request? In this, I continue to sustain emotional damage during this leg of the game. If we could hint our way through it a bit faster than
perfect.
usual, that would be wonderful.
Oh yeah, let's do it. All right, we need a hint. We're
Is
sprinting
this the
through.
Plush Reset Factory?
Yeah, the plush rest.
How can I get inside? Is there an entrance to the dumpster? Can I break open the glass case? Can I break open the glass case?
Oh yeah.
You're gonna need to turn off your
There is a
alarm.
way around the case. Find the way to look at the case from above. Have you been to the bathroom? Go to the WC bathroom, which is an
Yep.
amazing
The water closet.
phrase.
Go to the water closet.
Climb up on the toilet by moving as far into the bathroom as possible.
There's
we
no
can't
toilet.
get in there, can we? Your point of view.
There is
will
no. Is that a
change.
toilet?
Oh my God! Wait a minute.
Is the toilet missing?
Wait, is that a toilet?
It looks like a piece of wood.
Yeah, I feel like that's the changing room.
Toilet. Testing times indeed.
Wait, really? Is this the solution? All right. Okay, go into the stall as much as possible.
Yeah, climb up on the toilet by moving as far into the bathroom as possible. Your point of view will change to a more elevated view. Use the air vent to go inside of it.
What?
Are we missing a toilet?
Yeah, I feel like this isn't the toilet. This is the changing room.
Yeah.
You need
Like,
to get into the toilet.
how do you open up this?
It won't open. My
Yeah, that's
gosh.
a great question.
It's a toilet. I don't want it. It won't open. My gosh. It's a
Is this
toilet.
like a versioning thing where there's no toilets in this game? Like, what is this? What is this? What is this?
This is the extra hard.
Ghosty says, have you interacted with the radio yet? Maybe.
We interacted with the current receiver.
Yeah.
What a nightmare this whole thing is. Like, you had to go through that weird
can't
bathroom
figure
thing
out
to,
what it
like, get up
does.
here because
Any
there was a
ideas,
mezzanine in the
brain
fucking bathroom with no toilets. Like, what is...
Yeah, what
What?
is this?
Great. It's a great
Fucking-
question.
Oh, can I tell you about a dream I had?
But alas, this
Sure.
is stuck fast. Oh, it's locked. Why are
I had
all
a
the
dream,
interesting places?
I had a dream that I was hanging out with Justin
Why-
McElroy.
it's
Yes, I
locked.
did.
Why
and I
are
was
all the
explaining that
interesting places locked?
We had a funny show too, but not as many people knew about it.
Uh-huh.
That was the dream.
Oh, yeah.
That was the
Oh, that's
fucking
so
dream.
good.
That was the dream. And I woke up and I was like, man, what is wrong with me? Or this has gone too far.
All right. How do you open the
This
toilet
just
door?
says go to the toilet, stand on the toilet, and use the air vent. Have we not found the toilet?
Are we not Devo or whatever?
I really don't think that's... I mean, there is an air vent right there, but I don't think that's the toilet. I think we have to go into the toilet room on the left.
Yeah.
Where it won't let us go. What about upstairs? Can we go up the stairs? Is there...
You know, let's see if this guy will let us use the restroom.
Excuse me there, Mr. Wow! All right. You.
What is this? What is... Okay, hold on. I'm going to Game Facts. I'm doing it. All right.
I mean, it just says go to the toilet.
I can't. I want to so badly. It won't let me go to the toilet. I don't know why I can't go to the toilet.
Because you're all backed up.
Near the kitchen. Yeah,
All
that's where
right.
you were.
Get
Right?
the rusty
That's where you were?
cog. Get the oxy-acetylene torch by the furnace.
Okay, that is the wrong room. The toilet is near where the food is. There's a WC.
What? No. Oh my god. Let's cheat. All right, let's cheat.
is,
Here we go. So I think it's this way.
Okay, turn, go back through the door you just came in. Immediately turn right. Right.
Oh,
No.
You missed it.
Too late.
Holy
Left,
shit!
Right there.
Oh my
But
god!
this is a different door. A different...
This is a different toilet.
Jesus Christ. Is this game... This
I
game
mean,
is...
this is
it's,
disgusting. This
game
really
is supposed to
gross.
make you... This game's supposed to make you, sad. Like, not just sad, but, like, worse, right? This game's supposed to make you worse. Like, a worse state.
Oh,
worse
oh.
person in a worse state.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
I think so.
Whoa!
I don't know how the physics of that works.
They,
Yeah, literally, put your elbows
he's-
on and become horizontal.
he just, like, gave birth to himself up there.
Dude, you move forward so fast, but you rotate so slowly. What, there's a belt in here.
What?
Sure, let's take the
I've no
belt.
use for it. Besides, it might be useful in some obscure situation.
Oh my god.
I don't know. That was a real fast change of tune there.
What is this thing?
Scissors?
Oh, cool.
Oh,
It'd be great
cool.
For opening. Why would I want to do that?
I don't know, man. Maybe I'm fucking weird.
Oh my god!
Why would I want a skull? What's the whole reason to get a skull?
Folks in the chat, if you didn't get that reference, you can check it out in the wiki.
That's right.
You can just search for skull.
Amazing.
What just happened?
Mr. Arms.
Is that an undisclosed piece of lore that we have like rubber arms?
I guess so. So this is the way to the belt and the chicken wire.
Oh.
So
You know, there's
fine.
not actually a page about the skull that Indiana Jones refused to pick up.
What's
think it was
nice
indie,
is
right?
that it was King's Quest, wasn't it?
King's Quest. So if someone in chat wants to add that little, that's the only thing that's missing from the wiki.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
That'll complete the wiki.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
There's 540 pages in the wiki.
We've done a lot of games.
Grad Dog says that was King's Quest 4.
All right.
I mean, you would know. You're the archivist here.
I thought that was King's Quest 6.
King's Quest 6 is the one where we went to the
That's
island.
the one where you go to hell.
It was definitely the Minotaur one.
Yeah,
All right.
that's
I know
what
the
think.
solution. Use the debris on the bed.
100%.
Whoa! Circus time.
Circus time.
No audio
Circus
balancing.
time.
Jesus, look at that. What the fuck?
I like how hidden you were. I like how you kind of barely crouched at the front of the bed.
That was
Nah,
like
I don't think I'm talking to
mannequins like
myself. It's fast asleep
trying to
now, and
wrestle.
I'll just let him sleep.
I'll just finish all my sentences like this.
I'll just always have a little bit of a dry buzz. All right, what is this? Let me use this.
Oh yeah, those lethal saw blades have stopped.
Oh, they've already
All
stopped.
right, so
Not now.
So now we have to
This
get
thing
really
is
tiny?
very heavy. I could probably lift it if it were half empty. Or is that half full?
let me just use this.
What?
Because remember, no, they told us.
No, I know, but that was an extremely weird way to get onto a conveyor belt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Who the hell are you? Hold it right there, Norm
Oh my
Spy.
God, called
There
it.
are 50 trained
What the
revolutionaries
fuck?
pointing their guns at your head right now.
Okay, but
What?
one thing,
This
There's
is
a-
very
there's like a
David
Find
Lynch.
this place, you
This is
soldier
very Lynchian.
scumbag.
Now
Garman Bozia.
we
Definitely, I'm not a norm. You have to say I'm not a norm.
It's so
Not
good.
a Norm.
Yeah. Now
I'm,
here's the
I'm not a
exceptional
Norm
thing.
MacDonald.
We
Yeah.
like we called this last week that the first friendly female character would be ridiculously overly sexualized.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
we
Oh.
said, yeah, like look at this outfit. This is incredible. That's the love interest. I'm not a norm.
I'm not a norm, I swear.
Prove it, boring boy.
Here's my
Do we
proof.
yeah, let's
I've been
find
to the
some
blue
proof.
pens, imprisoned by the norms.
Yeah, right. I expect you were just there doing your job, torturing people, displaying any
expect.
will of their own. You are total scum.
What is?
Don't lie
what
to
are we
me.
talking about?
One false word and my guys will ventilate your head.
I hate the norms, dude. They just locked me up just for whistling a cool tune in the street. It was a Brian Deluge track.
Brian is a wanted man. How do I know that you haven't come after him? How did you find this place?
All right, so I think what I do is I go to my
Well, you see, I was told about this place
No,
a
you
couple
selected
of times.
dialogue
Who
option.
told
is
you
what
about
did.
this place?
yeah.
I want names. I want...
Oh, there it is. Tell about the note.
Listen,
Yeah.
I was in the maximum security blue pens. The normal ones are full. Apparently, it is high season for different behavior at the moment.
I've heard of the blue pens. There
High
are many
season for
conflicting
different
opinions
behavior.
about them.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a lot of speculation as to what Paul is keeping in that place. Some
There
say
are
Paul
many
he
conflicting
hides a
opinions
great
about
secret
them.
there.
Is a sentence that a person
Whatever he
might
holds
say.
there, the people seem very nice. I didn't meet
Not
any of
from
them,
a
but one
Jedi.
of them gave me a note telling me to come here.
Let me
Yeah.
see that.
Tony, come here.
Oh, so it might be true.
What? Okay.
What? What? And I- and
what
I-
are you talking
What
about?
is true? These are
so-
my favorite dialogue options.
So what? So what? And I don't want to put too fine a point on this, but I think it's very important. The fuck is going on?
Well,
Is
I
my
mean, let me try to build on that, Lee. I think that's a great question. I feel like we should begin by saying, "The fuck should I know?" There is literally
Oh yeah.
just to my left in the frame is a bouncing balloon that I cannot tell if it is alive
Yeah.
or
Sure.
if there is no entropy or loss of momentum at all.
Yep.
It's just a static system.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, let's just take
what
a
about
moment.
the people?
Are there
what about
puppets
the people in the
behind her?
background?
Yeah,
Are
what's
those?
going on?
What are those? There's a cheeseburger, I think. I see a cheeseburger.
She's sure.
There's
I also
bags of
see-
trash.
And a romantic candle lit. Like,
And then there's also
Yeah.
the front bumper of a car. So that's
Yeah,
that's good.
I'm gonna take what is true out of context as just like
yeah. Like,
what
hold
is
on.
true.
But what do you mean by true? Like we're like Bill Clintoning this lady as we land in. Like,
This is the room. This is the room where I ran into Justin McElroy in my dream. That's what it is.
there it is. And it just wasn't quite as funny as this show. You know, it just wasn't quite
as funny as this show.
wasn't quite.
To deliver the bad news.
What is true? What?
I tell you, if you prove your worth to our cause, you must perform 2 subversive tasks which will help me with my research, ultimately leading to revolution.
A happy Pierre and a
This
Who is Dai? I don't what is
Dai is the only other character that we've met and spoken to that's on our side. Dai is the guy who
the guy in
operates the lift
Okay.
that we fed
Yeah,
a
the-
poisonous concoction of coffee with white paint.
That's right. Yes. I mean,
Brutal.
why would we want to tell anybody about that?
Yeah,
That
yeah,
seems
yeah,
really
yeah.
incriminating.
So really, to me, I will say this sometimes is what playing Mass Effect felt like, where it was like, yes, no, other, you know.
All right, calm down there, chickie baby. All right, listen, here's the story.
Chickie
There's a
baby?
window cleaner by the name of Doc.
Chickie
He told me that
baby?
furniture testing can lead to greater and better things. He said
Chicka.
that there were probably a lot of nice people at the furniture factory if I were to fall
Oh,
into all
fuck.
that circa.
So you met Dai?
Good
He's
job.
one of the founding members of our group.
He died of paint
He
ingestion
liked you.
hours ago. Oh my god, this is incredible. The fact that when we do the dialogue out of order, it doesn't quite make sense. But then Chickie Baby, like it's almost like making fun of the stereotypes so much that like no one's ever said that until this voice line recording happened.
Right. Yeah.
No one's ever said Chickie Baby.
All right. Okay then. I accept the challenge. Tell me what the tasks are, and I'll do anything to show my hatred for Paul and his Norm army. Especially something, did you say, submersive?
Don't do it.
I
Don't
said
do it. Okay,
subversive, you fool.
what are we gonna
1.
call?
I want you to paint the cubic sculpture at the Mint Mall a lovely yellow.
What?
2. I want you to broadcast a video
Oh.
of Brian Daly
Okay.
on national
All right.
TV. Here's the video.
Could you write that down? Then, after
amazing.
I've done the task, will you tell me what you believe that note is really about?
Okay.
Wait a minute. You were on your own all along. That's cheating!
Oh, they are
Well,
posters.
yeah, you can't be too careful when you're on the wrong side of the law in this town. I think I
She's
trust
not
you
alone,
now.
is she?
Go.
Because there's
perform
Bouncy
your
Boy.
duty.
So,
I mean, I
what
don't.
do I
Is
do?
Bouncy Boy a
Aren't you gonna
UI
give me,
element
like,
that
a
has?
special gun or something?
entered the
a
game?
magic sword at least? Something cool? Come on.
Hey,
It's so
bud,
skeuomorphic
you're
that
on
it
your
fucking
own.
became a character.
Sorry, what is your name anyway?
Kent,
My name is
baby,
Skart
at your
Fartness.
service.
Wait,
I'm
Your
sorry,
name is
Kent.
Kent?
I can't supply weapons.
The
We are a
normiest name?
pacifist group, so you're on your own now. I can only give you one thing,
Okay.
a code phrase.
All right.
There's a sympathizer at the mall. To get help, just say, if I could rearrange the alphabet, I'd put you and I together.
You and I together sounds sassy.
This is the game. This is the
This
game.
is the
Fucking
game.
hell.
This is the
This
game.
is great. Now, here's the thing.
Uh,
Now, I want to be clear about something. There is the ideas, and then there's the execution. We're spending some time pointing at the execution. Oh, this specific phrase? Really? What you wanted the person to read? Okay. But let's take a moment to appreciate the ideas behind
Sure.
this.
Let's
Okay.
do that.
In this production, someone said, what should the 2 tasks be? Someone's like, all right, put something on a local television station that broadcasts a subversive message to everyone. All right, great. That's very V for Vendetta, right?
Sure.
So, 2, we need to paint something at the mall yellow. Lee? Oh, it's incredible. Wait, and can we enter from this side now?
just doesn't want to open.
No, we cannot.
We're gonna have to go through the factory every time we want to go in there.
Really?
Awesome.
Fucking every time?
That's pretty great.
This game is such a... You know what it is? It's an amazing wedding of insult and injury, is what it is.
Oh my gosh. So where do we want to go now?
The mall.
Out of
I don't wanna
the
wander
operating
off
system,
and get
ideally.
lost.
Here's the Mint Mall, and there's the
Mint Mall.
TVN.
Can
I think
we,
we go-
like, in chat, could you please come up with a taxonomic phrase for that thing that Mr. Feldman does, where he gets real quiet and then he goes,
You mean when he does this?
yeah,
Is that-
what is...
Yeah.
I need a name for that just so that I can compartmentalize it.
Is it perhaps
sure.
a flop and go? Like what do we think? It's
It might be a flop and go. Might be a flop and go.
You know, it's funny because it's a intonational pattern that a lot of people do when they're doing newscastery or informational type speeches.
Oh, you mean like when they're on the BBC?
Yeah, when they're high and then they go low and then they end in the middle.
Oh,
You know, like, well, as it turns out, the banks were trying to donate more to the families in need, but unfortunately, when it came to the bottom line, very few contracts came through. Like it's it's that same sort of thing where he's like, dude, I'm trying to do it, and then go in the middle. But instead of it going low, it actually fully drops out, right? So it's like we took that same thing and we brought it below the sonic range.
Oh,
Yeah.
he continues talking.
Yeah, it's
just like sub-vocalized.
yeah, it's sub-vocalized. It's actually really irritating dogs somewhere. So
Yeah.
so I mean,
this is the game.
this is
this
the
is
game.
the show.
This is it.
the show.
I vote we scope out the mall and see.
I love
what
it.
what is our target.
Sean, I love that idea.
That idea sounds good.
Ah!
Can you imagine just like it physically hurt for me to do.
Much.
Oh man.
Wait. Can I try one? Because I have an idea that might be a little different.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is
that
this
one was... I could dash cancel out of that one.
this
That's-
tree has 2 eyes and a nose,
And
two
another
eyes
nose.
and a nose, and then a lip.
Lips.
I think I'm talking to myself. I am. I haven't got the time for climbing. Very
That
little
tree,
seems to live
like,
around
is
these
real
parts. I probably
uncomfortable to
could in
me.
this swampy ground,
Yeah.
but I just won't.
But
Like, this game is- This game's ugly. Like not just not just visually. It's like it's
yes.
ugly. Like conceptually, it's just
In-
ugly.
Yeah,
It's
so
All
ugly.
the
this was,
ways that a game can be ugly.
I want to see something because this game came out in
Spiritually
'96, right?
That's
Now,
right, yeah.
I just want to double check something. Did you know that Link to the Past released in '91?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Bum 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 bum. I mean, it's so funny because I played that not long ago, and it's just fucking excellent.
It's
Yeah,
so good,
it's a
right?
Good game.
It's completely age-proof.
I've told
that and
I've
Super
told
Metroid.
my Link to the Past story, right?
No.
Feels
No, I
like
don't
the
think
kind
you
of
have.
story that I would have told on Monthly Walking. So, when I was in middle school, we had we were not on a semester schedule. We were on like a 6-period schedule. So every 6 weeks, we would
Weird.
get a report card, and
Oh, strange.
every 6 weeks, if I got straight A's on my report card, then my mom would take me to Blockbuster and rent a Super Nintendo and Link to the Past.
Shit,
Oh
dude.
shit!
I would have 48 hours to play Link to the Past, and I would get through the beginning, through the 3 medallions, and get the Master Sword, and then return the game to Blockbuster. And 6 weeks later, if I got straight A's, I would rent it and play the exact same part.
Oh,
again.
You were never able to like get the just the right one back. So yes. So okay. How about those people who save their games on a rented cartridge and then just fucking sweat for the entire month until the day when they get to see if their save game is still there?
I mean, I knew it would be gone. I knew there was no chance, but I enjoyed playing through the first, however many hours, the first several hours of that game.
Yeah.
Like, I looked forward to it every 6 weeks.
That's amazing. That's so groovy.
Let's take a minute to just listen to this dog audio. I'm gonna turn it up. Okay, let me just let's come to this screen.
Oh, and I'll do the okay, look, I'll do it.
You know, that's maybe that noise should have its own page on the Mostly Walking wiki.
Yeah, could someone throw that in? What is
Is that
a poop?
Foley?
Oh, yeah, that thing looks vicious. What's
Is
that
there
he's
a,
wearing?
Is that like a little man living inside of a poop up there on the sign?
It's a shellfish, right? It's like a...
It's
Whelk?
a whelk.
It's a whelk.
What the hell is a whelk?
What's a whelk? Is that a British term?
I thought a whelk was like an elk.
Hi there.
Hello, young man. Can I interest you in some of the greatest
whelk.
matches the world has ever
Is
seen?
a
Whoa,
sea snail.
little bit
I
low on the
never
cash scene
knew
at the
that.
moment.
Jesus
Well, that's just
Christ.
fine, son. I don't accept cash anyhow. I only deal in collectibles.
Oh, really?
This game just
Like
made
what?
me Google a
Stamps,
creature that
paperweights,
looking at
coins?
it makes
No,
me not feel
obviously
good.
not coin.
What this game is
Feel
just
intelligent, young man.
I'm
Go find
down
me a
with the
nice
whelk.
novel I can immerse myself in.
All right.
I mean, this game just to me did a meta thing where it made me Google something that then I thought was gross. Like this game is it's reached beyond
Would that be a
itself.
Yeah.
degree?
It certainly is, friend.
Intertextually
He's most
gross.
definitely all
It's making
dog.
my
Name's
whole
Deepa.
world ugly.
Deeper.
Yeah, Deepa dog. Only time he'll bark is when he hears other dogs. He does it loud, though, because of that bullhorn I got slung under his belly. Guaranteed to scare the waste products out of anybody.
Oh, really? Is it
And who
really
is this
that
actor? This
loud?
actor is really
I
working
would just
overtime.
love-
I know
Yeah.
this is incredible
I'll
voice.
show you, but there aren't any other hounds around. You see, he needs other dogs to get his mean streak going.
Is it
Okay.
a mean streak a mile wide?
Wider! Wider! Wider!
Wider!
This here dog's got me banned from more places than I've forgotten about. He hears one bark, and shazam! He transforms into a maniac
Starring Shaquille O'Neal.
mongrel. He once bit a stick clean through.
He bit us. That is just not a dramatic finish. He
No,
once
that's not-
snapped a pencil in twain.
That's not that
Fine.
impressive.
All right, so we now know that if we bring a dog to this dog will go and sing, and that if we bring this guy a book, he'll give us matches.
So it's books you want.
Oh shit! Yes.
But,
This voice
there's just one little
actor I know
problem.
from Adventure Time.
How can I put this tactfully?
I thought I
you're-
recognized that voice.
You're blind.
Well, the first impressions aren't always what they seem to be, my good friend. In fact, sometimes they're the total
He did a
opposite
bunch
of
of
what they
Scooby Doo
appear.
too.
So what you're basically saying to me is, you can.
Oh my gosh, it's
Well,
hitting
you're as
all the
fast
marks.
as lightning, aren't you? I can see all right, but I can't see colors. Red, blue.
This is-
Makes the total sum of 0 to me. I see. the
I
world
do like the
as
sort of fuck your
spots in
colors
black and
mentality here.
This is incredible. Yeah, like you're arty farty. Red, blue, and yellows.
Oh, well, it all makes sense. What kind of book do you want?
Well, that would be telling. I like prose. Rich, flowing prose. English stuff. Stuff with brocade and crinoline.
Better than rich flowing
Well,
amateurs, am I
some
right?
Shakespeare, kid.
Can't say I've heard of the boy, son. Is he one of those new wave authors? You know, one of those guys who don't know how to write properly?
Not exactly.
You
Why
know
not?
who this voice actor
Alrighty,
could be?
bye.
Goodbye, young
Secretly, it could be Mark Hamill. I would believe that.
Yeah. Oh
Would
yeah.
you?
Yeah, I'd believe that.
Interesting.
What about this costume book?
I bet
Like if
you're
Mark
gonna
Hamill went
dig
back in
this
time.
book, huh?
Well, bless my soul! I'll have this one, and no mistake.
There's just a small question.
We did it.
of
We had the
matches
key.
Situation.
Sorry.
Dick.
Here. I
love
suppose I'd
it.
forget my own name.
That's always the best.
Of course.
Thanks for the matches.
All right, we have matches.
I don't have time to read it.
Then why do I have it?
It's kind of a strange title.
All right.
Shut
Just
up.
doesn't want to open.
Jesus
All right.
Christ.
Sheer heaven.
Ladies
Okay.
barbers.
Closed due to cuts. Oh, that's actually quite good. That's quite good.
That's quite good.
That is, yeah.
Closed due to cuts.
There's the humor that I'm looking for.
There it is. We got there.
Excuse me, Mr. Norm, sir, man.
Due to
Go
austerity.
away, citizen. I'm not supposed to fraternize with the public. I'm here to protect you all.
What? Just you all by yourself?
Never underestimate the abilities of a
Oh,
Norm.
we need to get the dog to bark. This
Okay,
guy will
then.
run out, and then
I
we
won't.
paint this waffle statue yellow.
Excuse me, Mr. Norm, sir, man.
Go away.
What?
Never underestimate.
Okay.
All right, this is it.
Oh,
This
what
is
is
a
that?
big sculpture.
Shut
It
up!
must be the one I've got to paint. It would definitely benefit from a touch of yellow.
From a lick of
A
yellow.
lick of yellow. Would it benefit from a lick of yellow, Ron?
I wonder.
Hermione.
I really
Hermione.
wonder what the quality of the comedy is like when it's in the original UK recording.
It
'Cause-
can't be worse.
Bada bing.
If we can re-roll, we're gonna roll higher. Total clap. You guys,
Pound the
I
garden.
have the total clap.
Total clap.
The total clap.
I have the total clap.
Oh, shit.
I also have ultra
Well, I need
herpes.
a disc player to play. I'm sure Brian won't mind if I borrow this for a minute. I don't want 'em.
What?
Don't wanna.
I'm sorry about the jokes I made a
Wanna.
couple seconds ago.
Oh my god. So is this? Dude, look, we have CDs. Oh yeah. Dude,
Fleetwood Yak! No, what? That's
Oh.
so stupid. Dusty Spring Clean.
Chip Shop
Boys.
Boys, buns and toasters, flashing pumpkins. is pretty
Flashing
good.
Pumpkins. Okay,
Pumpkins.
Flashing Pumpkins is actually pretty good.
Oh,
Dusty Spring
God.
Clean is pretty good.
Burt Sid Cup. Okay, I don't know what Bon
Noggin Nog for
Bon
Snoop Doggy
Tempe
Dog.
is like a. Bon Tempe is nothing. Ted Swanky.
Oh wait,
Actually-
That means.
It's weird how Snoop Dogg is still relevant.
yeah. Oh yeah. And
I want to listen to Yawn.
I love, like, literally the images they chose. It just says boing. We have paintbrush and can, some laundry. And it just says disco digital. We have the same image that was on the scale in the Blush Fest factory. They just
So
smacked
that's
it.
franchise. That's a franchise. That's like a
Yeah.
Shit.
Okay.
What is
now,
this? Some sort of glorified Sam Goody?
all right. Will the beads make noise when we walk through them?
No.
I'm gonna say yes.
I think you're right.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
What in the fuck is this room? What in the fuck is this room?
This
This
is
is-
the listening room. Oh no, this is the back room? This
Are
is like
those
the
fruits?
office?
Is that fruit? What is it?
Yeah, let me. There's an
It
axe
better
on
be
the wall.
There's an actual axe, yeah.
I can't play them. I might break them.
Are those
Sure.
flashing pumpkins?
I
might
love
break
the
them.
real axe guitar.
got
What a
it.
piece of solid
Oh my
steak.
god, that
I
was
thought these
already
were
the
illegal
joke. Like
and
that's
banned
it's
by Paul Mistelux.
That's the joke. This
I
is
have
the
no
joke,
one to
Sean.
call.
This is the joke.
Fuck me, man.
All right. What's
Oh,
the
there's a
voice for
person
the
here.
person? What's the voice going to be like? What do we estimate?
Oh my god. With that overbite, it's gonna be pretty bad, I think.
And that weird greenish hue kind of cast.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Now, like, I mean, we've been.
I'm gonna go with offensive, Sean. I'm gonna go with offensive.
Yeah, no. I feel like that's goes without saying. Like
who's getting punched? Who's gonna get punched down on? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, no, because we're. Let's think. All right, let's try to find out what stereotype we're hitting.
Hi there. I'm Kent.
I don't know any Kent.
Sure
Whoa!
Good old Heather told me that.
Yeah? What did she tell you?
Oh yeah. If I could rearrange the alphabet, I'd put you and I together.
This is gonna be homophobic.
Sure thing. Sounds about right. I'm Brian.
Okay.
What do you want to know?
It's just
He's
literally
just
it's
Australian?
just an Australian person. That's it.
It's an Australian person.
Wow, that's just. I'm so surprised.
That's refreshing. I mean,
Wow.
I'm
It's a really, but like the more I see this creature on my screen, I don't like it. I like it less.
It's horrible.
It's just
He's horrible.
I like to imagine that the lower jaw is just gone, so we get the upper lip and the upper teeth, and just
All I see.
Yeah.
That's all I see.
and there's only one muscle for both the arm and the head, so those both have to work in sort of counter conjunction.
Watching a CD? What is he doing?
I have no idea.
By the way, I couldn't sort of maybe kind of borrow this, could I?
Look, Kenty babe, you either borrow something or you don't. You can't sorta.
Not bad.
And yes, you can sorta borrow it. Just sorta bring it back when you're done, all right?
What?
Wow.
Why does that
I
work
think that was
way?
a yes.
Let me ask you another question. What's up with your stereo, Bri?
There aren't any speakers. Boss took 'em to stop me airing me stuff.
What can you tell me about your subversive group?
Nothing you need to know right now,
Speak
Mr.
directly into
Nosy.
this flower,
So just shut up and
please.
keep quiet, Kent. You'll know more when you earn the right to know more. Know what I
Is
mean?
it a?
Yeah, buddy.
Is it an Australian
I
accent?
I think
or
it's
is it
not.
some
I think
flavor of British.
I believe it is some. This is with this kind of pixelation. This is known as a deep fried British accent.
Yes.
Or is it? Maybe it's like South African, maybe, or something.
It feels like it. Lady like this is a wandering accent. Yeah, this is a touring UK accent.
I thought you were a great
yes.
rock megastar. Why are you working in a dump like this? Oh, no offense.
Untaken. This is a cover, Kent, so the norms don't suspect me. I also use it to ship underground music to people.
Like, your stuff? Rockin'! I'd like to hear some of it.
Later, man. Just do your job now.
Bye, bro.
See you later, Bri.
It's Brian to you, Kenty. Ciao.
Ciao.
Wow.
All right, so I have total clap.
A CD of a one-man clap band. Great!
Wow.
This game is so good. 5 years after Link to the Past, this one came out. 5 years later, it's incredible. It's amazing. This sort of stuff. Oh wait, when did Super Mario 3D come out? Mario 64, that is.
Mario 64.
Mario 64 was
let's say
released
like
in 96.
96.
June 23rd, 1996. There it is. Open up.
Back then, though, consoles and PC were very different.
That's true.
They're locked from the other side.
Oh, it's a Metroidvania. Hell yeah. Let's go explore.
You had to drop a ladder there, Sean.
Kick it out.
Just
Is that a
doesn't
men's and
wanna
women's
open.
elevator?
Sorry, I'm not planning on doing that much shopping.
Why do they gender an elevator?
Oh my god.
Fucking hell.
It doesn't look like the elevator's
And
working.
not only did they gender it, but they
Away
made it
from there, citizen.
essentially they made it, you know, both binary genders.
Well, then I guess
And I shall protect.
Alright, so did I walk this? What did I do?
Scootin' dirty, scootin' fruity.
Cave of comestibles. What's a comestible?
Comestibles.
Foods.
Edibles. Food. things which can be comested.
Is that an English word, or is that?
That is an
yeah,
English word, yeah.
it's in Spanish it's comestibles, but it's actually like anglicized into just comestibles.
Look at that! That fish looks paranoid!
Now we're laughing at a fucking fish.
Yeah, dude, hell yeah.
We're shaming a goddamn fish.
That fish is just trying to live its life, man.
I'd better not, or I'll scare the poor thing.
At least we think, at least that amount of
Normal news.
sex scandal. Is that Bill Clinton? Ooh.
Grass Weekly, Dazzle.
I used to
Are you
read
3 feet
Dazzle all
tall?
the time. Great articles, candid pics. I'd read it if I could reach it.
All right, so we
You
need to
can't-
somehow get Dazzle.
Can you not just walk around the news desk?
No?
Okay.
No, you literally... there's an
There's no
elevator
way in
deep below.
there.
You actually
There's
have
an
to
elevator
go
deep below,
from
got
the Shifra River Valley up from below.
Okay.
Yeah,
that
but only
makes
if you have enough
sense,
stone sword keys. Okay, so let's open up this.
Go into the cavern. Ugh. God damn it.
Wow.
Fuck.
Dude,
Oh God.
Parade of horrors.
Jesus Christ.
oh my god, no, this is really good. I just want to like look at this character for a little bit longer. Look, his eye is not actually set like on the same plane.
Melted face makes me feel like I am melting.
Yeah, no, I'm ready.
Yo, what's kicking my lardy, pal?
Jesus Christ.
Amazing.
I'd rather be
Is this hell? This is hell.
What world is right here?
Are we in the bad place?
now?
Did I just now
No, you should
realize
do,
that we're
man.
in the
You
bad
should give
place?
yourself a little break, Ski.
Can't. I'll get fired. I hate my job.
I mean, we're just gonna move past Lardy. Just gonna
Yep,
zip
very quickly,
zipping
yep.
right
I
past
think
him.
we already earned that fucking merit badge earlier.
Oh
in this
my
game.
god, that's so good. I love Ray just losing it.
Why don't you try for a job somewhere else? You shouldn't have any
you try
trouble
for
until
baby
you
in an
try the
elevator?
labor market.
Can't do nothing properly. I'm just a walking waste of molecules.
Jesus Christ.
Why I can't even
This is-
do
Walking waste
this
of
simple
molecules.
job right.
Whoa. Whoa. Did
Alright.
this just become a horror game?
This is what happens when you enter Blighttown.
Yes. Uh-huh.
All right, so my understanding is that if I talk to him, he'll turn things off.
Yeah. Or he'll just hit it 3
I
times
have
and
it.
turn it back on.
Captain, what did that say? Captain Cod.
Eyes shut.
Guys.
Steal that purse that for some reason is there.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I just realized something. This game has
I
lighting.
don't need it.
It does.
Oh,
yes.
holy shit. It has fucking dynamic lighting. Oh my god, that's fucking sick.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Like there's the phrase
There's like a fall off.
Yeah, there's the phrase that light makes right. Where, like, you know, even if you look at the... Like, human eyes, the thing that they are most attuned to do is to process and understand information based upon how it's reacting to light. And so, like, even if you look at Minecraft mods where they do really advanced, sophisticated ray tracing and materials, there's something about it that just looks really good and solid and appealing just due to the way the light rays work. And so... Even way back in 96, which, again, we should notice 5 years after Link to the Past was released, when this just absolute smacker of a game came out, like, trying to figure out techniques for fiddling with light was, like, really interesting. Like, look at this. So, first of all, like, there is... This is, used in some shading techniques still, where you say, this is how cell shading is achieved. Where first you, like, in cell shading, you identify what the value of the color is, or what the value of the light will be. And you just say, if it's anywhere between 0 and 40, whatever it is, don't draw that color, just draw blue. And then if it's between 40 and 80, just draw light blue. And if it's between 80 and 100, draw it white, right? And that's how you have these really blocky colors. And a lot of that came from the way that this sort of shading works right now, where literally it's just computing a distance, and it's applying from a fixed palette of colors, where you have the black, the dark gray, the light gray, and this. And it's really interesting the way that it, like, will kind of... You can even see in the same way that this line on top smoothly moves. This one kind of chunkily, like, opens up to the right, because technically, it's because we're coming at it.
It's like fog.
At an angle.
It's almost like fog blocks. Yeah.
And it's amazing how effective it is. Even
can we subject ourselves to reading these things on the walls?
Oh my gosh, please, Lee. I thought that you were not in the mood for psychic damage.
Cheap. Wait.
Ah, fuck. Aunt Fanny's battered haddock.
Fuck. And in Britain, no less.
In Britain, no less.
Sorry, all our usual products are discontinued. However, we now stock a great new range of food. Okay, got it.
All right.
Scare quotes. Yeah, no, it's. Okay. I just wanted to get out of the fucking palace of fat shaming that was the first half of the game.
Yeah.
Farmer Friskies. Oh, go ahead.
Farmer Friskies, pork, lemon, and radish, stuffing balls.
When I'm stuffing balls.
New food is eaten by Paul Histelux.
Oh.
Can I leave with this?
Yeah. Even
Yes.
just the Paul and Saul Nistelux thing is like.
How do I go to the rest of my inventory?
Do you have more
Oh,
inventory?
there's the frozen food.
Click on the 1, maybe? No? Okay.
You have to hit the number 2 on your keyboard.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
There were a lot of controls for this game.
Oh, yeah.
Can you do your scooch under there again or not?
Oh, shit.
I don't have anything to use it with. I can just reach it.
Alright, so it looks like... So...
Whoa.
Thrifty 50. That's actually a tight name. Whoa. Deep
Everything
shade.
in here is terrifying.
Deep shag pile carpet?
Yeah.
Way
It's a
too
bargain.
heavy.
You know what would be a great idea?
heavy.
You know what would be a great idea is if we had something that was like a Jack in the Box, but we call it a Frank in the Box, and it's an ugly Frankenstein, and it sits on the floor, and we could put it in this room of the game. We'll put it in there, and then it'll be like we could just put that in this
I
game.
don't want the damn thing. Leave me alone. I don't have time to play with toys.
Toys! Okay, let's talk to the woman that's falling asleep.
Hello, miss.
Do you enjoy it? That was the question. Do you enjoy it?
That is a face
You
of...
do stuff like that and it'll stunt your growth. Uncle Jed was only 17 inches tall at the age of 30.
So she's sleep
Have you
talking.
heard a word I've said?
Hey, buddy, this here's a towaway zone.
Oh, okay.
Pack up your bait box and hightail it.
This
Dude,
you know
Is
what's-
this
Anybody ever
multimedia
told
art?
You you're
Is
that
one
what this is?
taco short of a combination plate?
I'm out as a marble.
one taco short of a combination plate.
Yes, I'd like a combination plate, please.
Yeah, you know, now that I've heard that, I would actually love to go get Taco Bell right now. I think that, like, rarely are there times
Sure.
that I'm in the mood for tacos, or not in the mood
Yeah.
for tacos? Well, just imagine what I meant to say. You know,
Yeah.
it's amazing to me that this exists. Like, this is precious to me that this exists. I bought this twice. This game twice recently on GOG and Normality. Like, someone is like, wait, wow, Normality sales. All right, we'll take it. You know, like, that's... And this is why no one should ever be scared of making creative work. This is why no one should ever be scared. You know what's incredible? Last week, I tweeted at Corey Feldman, who does the voice of Kent in this game. And Corey Feldman responded, and in the tweet, Corey said something like, I have never heard of, seen, or known anything about this game. Some sort of just like... It was beyond denial. It was like, I don't have any information about this, but I did record the voices for this. And that's what's incredible.
Told. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, like, that's the way that so many things exist. A lot of people are just getting through days, you know?
A lot of people are just going home.
They're just getting through
going
days.
home at 5. Yeah.
Yeah. And, like, if someone says, no, this needs to get made, probably will. Just look at this. Look at this fucking game. Good right dance.
Whatsoever. Goodbye. Indeed, they.
All right, so what's useful in here? Fruit croppers.
Fruit croppers.
Okay, I have them. I don't, however, have enough money to purchase them. No thanks.
So,
There's a security system.
Hey! I think not. Out!
Oh my god, that feels... Oh, it feels good, yeah.
Blindman.
Blindman. Oh,
wait, is that how you spell that in like in England? Like if there's like if you had like a tall man, would he be Tallman?
Oh, Yappy Puppy.
Yappy Puppy. What is that fucking eagle face that I'm seeing in my sort of mid-range vision?
Well, that's one of the owl statues from Majora.
That's dark.
Got it.
The vampire hanging from the
should pay
biplane.
for it, really. But I just can't at the moment. Financial
haunting my
risk. I
nightmares
don't feel like
currently as
playing
we
right
speak.
now.
Sorry, Sean, I couldn't hear you over the...
Corey Feldman?
I mean, look, who makes something that looks like this? Who puts these pixels together? Who fucking... Whose art style is this?
It actually looks like a rasterized image of a photograph of someone who would lived near the office, and then they just gave him the largest shoulders and the smallest calves.
And then just off to the right, what are these little boys? These wind-up parking cones. Oh, they're pylons. I suppose they'd be pylons.
I don't need it right now.
Yeah, you do.
I don't need it right now. I don't feel like playing right now.
So I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna use the toys on the glider.
The glider?
I got one.
That guy.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna parrot this guy's fucking voice anymore. Although it's so hard not to, but
It's really hard not to.
But it's worse.
I don't
It makes
feel
it
like
worse.
throwing this. It could be useful. I need something with a long handle to cut it down.
How about some fruit pluckers or whatever?
Fruit pluckers.
Okay, I
you
have
go.
them. I don't, however, have enough money to purchase them.
Doink.
Okay. Did you
So
get the glider? Can you throw the
I've
glider?
already got one.
maybe I get on the glider.
No thanks.
Just arbitrarily yes and no to things. I love
Why
it.
not?
I think I'm talking to myself. It's no use. to
Why
me.
did adventure games die, you guys?
So I'm gonna...
I don't feel like throwing this. It could be useful.
Oh, come on. What? How do I? Like, this is the solution.
I don't feel like throwing this. It could be useful. Great idea, but this sign's too big. One of the smaller gliders would be better.
All right, I figured out how to do it.
Good God.
Cutscene. Sure. Okay, yeah, that makes total sense. Yep, I'll sign off on that.
All right.
It works.
Great.
But I
Perfect.
think I'll need several dogs out there.
Shh. Why don't we do the same thing
Oh
over
my
and
God,
over again?
Seriously? Are we just
I
gonna do
should
the
pay
same
for
thing?
it, really. But I just can't at the moment. Fuck, got one.
Oh my God, I need to
Is
do
seriously
this
what
again.
we're gonna do? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, baby.
That's.
I'm gonna make this my ringtone.
It works. But I think I'll need several dogs out there.
What? Are you fucking kidding?
Awesome.
I should pay for it, really. But I got one.
How do we let the player know that they need to do it multiple times?
Listen, chat. Listen, chat. Chat.
All right, hold on.
Listen, chat. I changed. Oh. Listen, chat. I changed my pronouns. I'm gonna need some fan art, chat. I'm gonna need some fan art after what we're going through here today.
Yeah.
I need some fan art.
I'm gonna change my pronouns to no, nope.
Fuck. Dude, I'm gonna change my pronouns to she, her. Fuck. I need some fan art, chat.
Oh, dude, the meat is thawing in our inventory.
Oh, is it?
No! God damn
I
it,
don't feel
game!
like throwing
We're
this.
fucking
It
Zorking.
could be useful.
Just when I didn't think you could make the inventory disgusting.
So wait. So if I.
Yeah, you shouldn't have. I guess you shouldn't have
I don't
puzzled
want it.
to get the big glider. I mean, how dumb.
I don't need it now.
I just caught
I
that
need him
Syphil
here as
and
an
Ollie
invasion.
earlier said this is not normal.
Wait, what?
You gotta give him something, and then he's gonna take it somewhere.
No, these yappy puppies are here to distract the dog.
Yeah, I know. I don't. Ugh.
So now that the lights have been off,
Fuck. Ugh.
hey, do you want to do this game another week, Lee? Is this?
Yes,
are you feeling
yes,
it?
I
Yeah.
fucking
Oh
absolutely do,
yeah,
Sean.
absolutely.
This is the show, Sean. This is the show.
This is the show. This is the cat. Ah.
It's not called mostly having a good time. It's not called mostly solving puzzles successfully.
I mean, I can't believe that is what that puzzle was. I mean, that was a tough one. That was like a brutal puzzle.
Well, but what did it get anywhere? Did it?
Not
Well,
yet.
the
We
thing
have,
is
a, we have a bunch of dogs in a mall hallway, so.
You might want to call it a mallway.
Shut. Oh, yuck. This food has defrosted and gone all soggy. It's useless.
Soggy.
I'll just have to chuck
Oh
it.
no! You have to. There's a timed challenge.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the TV station.
Okay.
Pyrophoria says, "Are we going to find out that you all died in a car crash years ago?" That is a reference. That is a reference to Carnival of Souls, which was the last Nugget Club
Don't
movie.
try this at home, kids.
Finally.
I have it.
Very good. Very
Nugget
good.
Club comes to play.
I got it.
Clod of Earth.
It's
Sean, did you pick up a clod of Earth? Is
I
that
have a
what this
clod of
show-
earth
Are
and
we
a
gonna-
turd.
Are we gonna mix them up?
A third
No,
and a
like-
What are you doing?
I,
Wait,
wanted
what?
to get
Wait,
in some
what
good
is
with-
happening here?
a very
I do not recognize you, son, and I do not
Your
see
facial
a badge.
furniture
new,
boy.
and I don't have a badge, but I do have a very important tip.
You have an important what? There cannot be anything in your
I had a
pathetic
brick
little
for
life
every
that
time I've
carries
heard that,
importance.
I'd be able to
suggest
build
you
a
leave
wall
while
so
your arms
high
and legs are
I
still
wouldn't have
attached
to
your
talk to
body.
your sword. Leave while you still can.
This
Why?
is extremely poor.
Why does it? Okay, sorry. First,
Fuck.
why does the television station have a butler?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, is this a butler bouncer?
And then second, why is the butler like a blue Boston guy? Like, what is
I don't know.
happening?
But I feel like the only sensible response is this is extremely poor.
All right, dude.
Yeah,
this
I think you're right.
sucks. Let me in right now, or I'm gonna be really unhappy.
Corey, I wanted
gotta
you to
tell
say
you're
this
not
is
exactly
extremely
making my
poor.
skin
I'm mad
crawl.
that you didn't say
You're
it.
starting to even smell like a rat.
There
Now
I
get
go
lost
telling
before I
enormous
give you a
lies
manual
again. Like,
facelift,
didn't you
huh?
smell a rat? Now get lost. I think you need to... You know what, Sean? Here, let me give you a solution that's befitting of this game. Why don't you pick up the piece of mud and the dog shit you picked up, rub them together, and then smear it all over yourself, and then why don't you climb in a toilet and then eat some expired melted food, and then...
Forgot.
I think that's the solution.
Just in time.
The only attitude.
All right, so
I think what we need to do is just debase ourselves, and then
Are we gonna
that's how we'll win.
Do we need to forge a badge? Is that...
I don't even know what my goals are.
No. Oh, well, this game promised a dystopia, and it's delivered.
They're
Yeah.
locked from the other side.
Okay. Well, at least we got our yappy dogs on.
Furniture testers have no use for this kind of stool. Furniture testers have no use for this kind of stool. Get it? I could dish the
We're
dirt
not-
on someone?
We're not at the
Yeah.
furniture testing place anymore.
Yeah, but it's still with us. It's called trauma.
I am worried that maybe we need to go back there.
The doors won't
I'm
open.
worried that when you finish this game and
Doesn't
turn
look
it
like
off
the
at the end of the
elevator's
night, it
working
hasn't
there.
finished
Doesn't
with
look like the
you. That's what I'm
elevator's
worried
working
about.
there.
I think it lodges in there. I think like everything about the art style and the presentation and everything. I think is it's technology to work at a subliminal level. Like I think we're being sort of digested from the inside. By
Yeah,
this
no,
game.
I think we're in the room in the Haunting of Hill House. Like we're just fucking getting we're getting chewed up here, man. Like
I think it's very true.
I can
This
feel.
game, you know that there are there's like a type of pitcher plant that smells like rotten meat.
Yes.
I think that's what this game is.
That's what this is. Yep. This is something very bad disguised as a video game.
Well, I need a disc player to play it.
The only disc player I
Dread
know
Dog
about.
says, "I'm worried that by playing this game we validate its existence." I don't know, Dread Dog. That's the fundamental tension of Mostly Walking, right? Is that like, yes, we are validating that these games do exist. They are here, but I think what we're also doing is triumphing over them. Ideally, we're working them out of the human system.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're expressing them. We're expressing them like an anal gland. Is what we're doing. We're
When the norm says keep out, he means it.
Yeah, I
I'll
mean-
stay this side of the barrier.
Like I literally don't know any way to cause progress to occur.
Can we keep these hints coming?
Yeah,
Can we
can. We
like,
can.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I feel like the pageantry
I got
of
you.
yeah.
I got you, Lee. I got you covered. The mall.
I think
We're gonna start
this
with the
garbage
mall.
garden is so odiferous that like I think we deserve a path through it. Like,
What
think
should I give to the blind person? When will the Norm Guard leave his post? Can I play any of these CDs? How can I get these things out of the store? How do I paint the sculpture? I feel like we got stuff out of the store. What should we give the blind person?
Okay, let's see.
He's looking for a good book. Did we find a book?
I thought we gave him
about-
Give him
gave
the
him a
costume
We
book.
gave him that.
Yeah, we one-shotted the blind person puzzle.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Good job.
Let's see.
We no-scoped it.
Did you Did we give him both books? Did we give him the costume
Wait,
book?
what?
Is that what we did?
Of course, we need to give him another book. Of course, we fucking do.
What?
Well, while you all look that stuff up, I'm going to tell a story.
Wait a minute.
I'm going to tell a little story here.
This is
So-
all nonsense.
So I've been
All right.
rethinking. Can I palate? I'm going to palate cleanse here a little bit.
Yeah.
So I've been rethinking the way that I live my life and relate to others, and I started diagramming all of my loved ones in these circles, interlocking circles, right? Because I have a whiteboard on my wall. I've also been clearing out a lot of just stuff I own that I don't really want. So I diagrammed the interlocking circles of people, and then I also wrote for my other project, get rid of everything. Or no, I'll tell you in a second. Because my friend Dan came over, and he looks over and he sees a diagram of all my loved ones, and next to it the words, get rid of everything I haven't used here and isn't special.
Yeah.
And he was like, that is fucking brutal. Wow.
And then
Jesus.
you're like, try to find your name up here, Dan. Give it a shot. Give it a go. And when you've chosen to give up, there's something I want to tell you, Dan.
It was so I had to. No, I was very self-conscious. I tried to explain many complicated things in a very short amount of time.
So-
yeah, that was wonderful.
So I want to know. So first of all, here's what we do. We need to use the belt with the extinguisher, right?
Of course we do.
But we're back here again.
Now we can hold it.
No.
I mean, not yet, but
No.
Yes. Tying this around here will keep those 3 buttons depressed. Cool.
No. What 3 buttons?
there were blue buttons around the thing. There was like a manual. Wow, I hate this guy even more.
Yes, I can lift it now.
Yeah. Now what we were supposed to do is we were supposed to look at this.
Right control device. Aim
Which
at
I
the
think
base
we
of the
did.
non-conformity.
Press all
Ensure
buttons
that
labeled
lever
blue.
A does not... Right. I need to press the 3 buttons at the bottom while I throw the 2 yellow levers at the top.
So that's why we couldn't do it.
Sure, and we were like,
That was-
I need a belt to do that with.
I need a belt to do that.
A belt that was found
Fuck.
where? In the vents.
In the vents for some reason.
So then remember we need to paint this yellow. Like you're gonna really like this. Like you're gonna look at this and you're gonna go, I'm a good designer. Oh wait, I need to go here. So we're gonna go back to the mall. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, I messed that up. We're
No,
gonna
it's
go back.
it's the yeah there.
And I don't know if you remember this, but behind there were enormous vats of yellow paint.
Oh,
So we need
okay,
to
great.
fill
Yeah,
the
this makes a
fire
lot of sense.
extinguisher with
Right.
yellow paint.
This makes-
Emptied it,
oh,
remember?
God.
What?
But Sean, he emptied it. Sean, he
How do
emptied
you
it. Sean.
fill a fire extinguisher?
I emptied it, remember?
What? Wait. Hold on. Let me read my spoilers.
Fuck.
Use the fire extinguisher on one of the paint drums.
Ghost Stalker says there are
That's what
so
it
many
says.
things coming in and out of the guides that aren't making any sense.
What? Do I open it?
Just doesn't want to open.
Use paint drum on the fire extinguisher.
No,
What?
use the fire extinguisher on the paint drum. I'm pretty sure.
I emptied it, remember?
Can you?
These ones held paint. Empty
Oh.
now. These ones held
Oh.
paint. Empty now. These ones held paint. Empty
Oh.
now.
Wait, did we? Oh, there's more.
Gallons of yellow paint.
Oh.
Agreeable color. There isn't much around. Hey!
I hate.
That's cool!
I hate everything
That thing
in
has
the
gone
entire
all
world. The
upside
whole
down.
world, I hate
Fucking
it
really.
all.
This is the game. All right. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go here. Now, here's the thing. We need. Okay. Do you remember?
It's a fucking war crime.
Citizen, may I ask you where you located that extinguisher? It's Norm Equipment, serial
What is
number
Norm Equipment, my
FO-92.
I found it, sir, in a bush.
Like just regular
Thank you,
people,
citizen,
right?
for putting that
what'd you
extinguisher
say?
I
down.
don't know.
What are you gonna do?
I'm-
Thank you for showing concern, Mr.
I'm
Norm.
assuming
All
that
in a
norms
day's
are like
work.
a political party, so like you can be like
stay-
you can be a norm, but then you can also be a party member norm.
Yeah. So you will recall
And-
that I was saying you probably need to use one of the other objects on the big
Yeah.
glider. As it
Okay,
turns out,
I have them. I don't, however, have enough money to purchase them.
you then need to use
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do the voice.
you need to use the
This
large
is-
clippers on
This
the
is
where's
Which,
the large
you know,
glider?
I don't
I've
know why
nothing to
you would
try.
do that. That doesn't make any sense to me. What are you accomplishing? What?
So now that's how you get the large clippers out.
Okay.
Because-
is this a good time to address the difference between pain and injury?
Okay,
Because
I have them at last.
this game's very
Ha-ha!
painful, right? And you know, they say no pain, no gain. Like if you're lifting really heavy stuff, you can get pain.
I
But
don't
what you
want
don't
it.
want to do is sustain injury. And
Right. Is this game injurious? That's the
I think this
question.
it's a very good opportunity to sort of find those
God.
lines for yourself. Fish on a dishy.
Fish on a dishy.
What the fuck did we just? What is that?
All right.
Apparently it's a speaker. I don't
Okay.
know why you would design a speaker to look like it's not a speaker.
Yeah.
Where the player is supposed to find a speaker.
So now we need to do this. We need to hook this thing up here.
That should do the trick.
That looks like a music system.
And now I'm gonna do this, and I don't know why.
I don't either.
Painful. But I need to leave it on to make those stupid yappy puppies strut.
Why?
their-
Why does the record?
Wait, what does that mean?
I don't know what that means.
Did anybody beat this game?
Are yappy
This-
puppies like a thing that people in England know about?
I don't know.
Is that a cultural property from 1996?
And what
Okay.
just happened?
Okay, we played Claps, and that made the yappy puppies
Yeah.
bark, which attracted the real dog, which caused such a disturbance that the norm cop away from his post.
So Ghost Stalker says, now try to be me, trying to figure that out and give a hint.
Okay, so
And Pseudo Panda says, remember when Lee wanted to play a bad game after Sam and Max? I guess
Now
another
here's-
finger on the monkey's paw curled at that. Yep.
Yeah,
I got what I requested.
you did.
all right. So we're dealing with this. All right, up here. Now the thing is that we need to paint this yellow. Now,
Yeah, can't we just spray it?
we can't
Yeah, just
even
spray it.
interact with this. We can't.
Why?
Damn it, not even, why is it? How can that?
So
I
then,
don't want to start a fire here.
so I need to use the matchbook on the fire starter book, implying that I don't know what to do with matches.
Why are you starting a fire,
The base
Sean?
of the waffle is the best place. Hang on a minute.
You
Yeah.
start a
No.
fire so
Never mind
that
that pack
somebody
of wild
else
animals.
comes over
Come and
and
attend this
grabs the
raging
fire
inferno.
extinguisher.
Pronto, right away then.
But you already used the fire
Everybody!
extinguisher. Why can't you use
Lie
it?
down! Take short,
I don't
panting breaths,
know.
and don't move! Make your
feels
way
like
to
you're
the
failing.
nearest exit. I will deal with the fire. Do not panic!
Well, if we had
Where
done
are
it
we now?
ourselves,
Why?
we wouldn't have gotten that amazing cutscene.
Did we just wake up? What is
No,
this?
we got sprayed hard that we flew through the wall of the mall
If
into
I
a
strike a
secret.
match, I might be able to see a way out of here.
Full of
Let's
crack.
see.
Oh my
Can I
God.
see? I see. I can see. Ah, light. Those crates are
Firecrackers.
full of firecrackers.
Get it?
This is the game.
guys.
I don't even
Busted.
like what.
Wow,
Look at everyone.
I'm that guy in the middle.
Citizen, I want an explanation from you.
I can explain.
What is that
Don't send me back to the
expression?
blue pit.
Where did you get that firefighting equipment? Ever since I used it, I feel weird.
Yeah.
Come with me. I think
Your
I
head
know
has
some
like a-
people who can help you.
Copper coin in the middle of it.
Hi.
Everybody
Who
in
the
this looks
hell
like
is
they're
that
mannequins
with
that are falling asleep.
By Saul's eyes.
Yeah.
It's a Norm Trooper.
This is Norm, 2782. He got injured when the waffle got painted. I
Is it
reckon
just
if
fart
you
sounds
guys
now?
would be able to help him. He's injured.
God.
What is happening?
We'll see what we can do. We don't normally like to have anything
How do I
to do with his
how do I
sort.
know that
Now
every
go
room in
and
this game
complete the
smells
rest
a
of your
little like
tasks.
stale piss? How do I know that?
You know it.
How do I know
Like,
that?
It's the harmony of sound and visuals that we're experiencing right now, Lee.
Yeah.
Is the hamburger farting? Is the cheeseburger in the back? Is that farting?
I think it's dye, because I think, as we established previously, if you are overweight at all, you're gross, you make fart noises, and you smell
Yeah.
like farts.
That makes. Yeah, that's brutal. I mean, it's very wrecked and very brutal. And
No, it's. I believe that if you like this sort of game, you would describe it as based. This is a very based.
I'm gonna take a screen cap of this because
Yeah.
I'm not gonna believe it tomorrow. When I wake up, I'm not gonna believe it. I'm gonna say, "Was that a dream?"
Can't.
Oh my God, that's Brian Deluge. We like Brian Deluge. We were a shit to him. That's Brian Deluge, the
mean-
guy. That's Bry.
I know. No, I knew that.
I
Did you
didn't
not
know.
that?
No, I'm slow. I need to walk through to get anywhere.
I mean, he was just he was a dick. Is the problem?
Yeah. Oh.
So Zossi says, "What on earth is the orange bouncing thing? It's driving me insane." And I want to say, yeah,
we don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is. Yeah.
I met Brian. He's a strange cat, and he didn't help at all.
Well, yeah, he can be a little strange. I guess it's the artistic temperament or something. He tends to resent new members anyway. That's why we only have 3, to be exact.
You plan to undermine the
Oh no,
current
Dread
power
Dog.
base with
What have you done?
3 people? Squeeze me reality check.
Well, we'll have 4 if you manage to succeed in your tasks. So hurry up, and the revolution could be happening tomorrow.
This game is inspiring.
What is?
Presuming, of course, that it's not wash day or
I don't know what I'm
Brian doesn't
supposed to
have a
feel.
gig or something.
Like, I really don't.
Brian
Like, I
doesn't actually
genuinely,
do
like...
anything. He's more of a
Let's let the
spiritual
dialogue
member of the group.
reach the end.
He guides us with his thoughts and his cool music.
Arts and music.
Yeah.
Dude, that's what I want is my text noise. Anytime you message me, it just goes like, thoughts and music. That's what I fucking want, like, really bad. Because it's just like, oh, hold on, let me just say, oh yeah, no, that's my food delivery. This is, you know, so sometimes when people, let me say what I want to say. Sometimes when people say, I don't understand what I'm supposed to feel, right? And what they actually mean is that they think that it's bad, right?
Fuck this.
Now I want to be really,
Fuck it,
sincere.
I'm out of here. Fuck
Like
it.
I don't understand what I'm supposed to feel. I don't understand. Like, I don't know if this is. Do we care about us, the protagonist? Do we care about the revolution? Like, do we care about anything? Is this a funny game? Is this a very serious game? Like, I cannot tell.
I can't. I genuinely.
I have no idea.
Can you
Genuinely
tell me
also
about that
cannot.
note now?
I don't know what's
You
happening.
went gaga when I showed you
Like
that.
the
and said,
dialogue
"So it
seems
might
very
be true."
serious.
Like
Yeah.
someone in a tragic fantasy film.
Well, I can't really tell you at the moment. Finish your tasks, and I will tell you.
Tell you? Okay, I'll try.
That's a good text tone, dude. Tell you. Like, here's the thing. Watch this. If I watch what happens when I just remove the audio. I want to appreciate. Like, I'm gonna read the dialogue now. Like, I'm gonna click on gizmos. Have you any idea what these are? I found lots today. They all seem to be hidden inside furniture. Right?
It's a lot
Yeah.
easier. I'm back again.
I've seen little crushed up parts similar to these in the trash
can
can
handle
out
it
of the
now
furniture
with
plant.
the
Yeah.
audio gone.
So you have an idea then? Well, not right now, but leave it with me and I'll try to work out what it does. I have my suspicions already.
This just became a Nancy Drew game.
Yeah. Bye for now. So I'll just go and carry on the struggle then. Bye, Kent. Good luck. We'll just hold the fort here for you.
Now it's the Force. It's the Force Awakens.
See you soon, boy. I wish I was coming with you.
What the
I'm
fuck?
glad you aren't. And like, dude.
And then you turn the audio back on. It's like do 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 do.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God, it's so good. All right, I'm gonna go back to the walkthrough because this is excellent. So.
Okay, all right.
Oh my God! Listen to this. Here's part 4. Part 4.
All right.
Go back to your apartment.
How? Can we do that from the map?
Unithorn said, "This is what emerging from Plato's cave is like."
There were nothing but shadows, but now I'm blinded by the truth.
I'm gonna take this bottom of a Papasan chair and I'm gonna use it to mediate my experience. I'm putting it between.
There's just no way I
as a
can
sort of
reach
protective
that. What
barrier.
are you thinking?
How do I...
Open cradle?
I can't get into it. Cha, just doesn't want to
How the
open.
fuck do I get inside the fucking apartment?
I need an
When the norm
emotional
says keep
roll
out,
cage for
he
this
means
experience.
it. I'll stay this side of the barrier.
How do I get into the apartment?
Okay.
Oh
I do like
shit!
it.
This is it. Look at this.
Wait, there's stairs? There were stairs the whole time?
And we thought that
You
they were
can't
just
even go to the
cleverly.
smallest room in this city without a camera watching your
We
every
thought that
move.
they were just
How much?
cleverly
What?
reducing the
From
playable
here,
space, like
it
good
doesn't
designers.
appear to be locked from this side. Very convenient.
Wait. I hit open and it went, what, from here?
Good to be home again.
Alright, now.
Oh my god.
So,
Sucks. He just gets spray painted "Life sucks" on his fucking wall. Like the gumption that takes.
so
Friends, do you remember Sam and Max? Do you remember those days, those halcyon days of yore?
Oh my
do you remember
gosh.
how delightful every minute of that
it's
dialogue
really
was?
beautiful. It's really beautiful.
And I was like, we need to play a bad game because
I
too
remember.
good. It does our work
No,
for
no,
us,
don't
and
don't
then-
worry. I catalog ways to blame my friends. You didn't even need to bring that up, Lee. I already faulted you for all the negative experiences that we just
Well,
went
Sean,
through.
I hate to tell you this, but at some point about 5 years ago, I did read the comments and different threads. They were saying that one of us was ruining the show, and it was each of us in a separate thread.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, that's
there was literally a thread that said where someone was like, "What can be done about Lee?
what can be done about him.
What can be done?" And it was just like, "Holy fuck!"
Yeah, no, it's
like,
it's
they
kind of one
wanted
of
to
these.
call a vote, you know, vote
Yeah,
me off
wow.
And it's one of these
Wow.
weird things where, like, I was actually just discussing this a little bit with Sean B earlier today, where, like, it is sometimes so hard to divorce what you like about an experience with what you don't like about an experience, because they're often just happening together at the same time. And if you remove one, you actually lose the other. You know, like
Yeah.
the simplest example I could think of is in, like, a card game. The benefit of the card game is that you can get these recombinant possibilities with what you draw on top of the deck. What winds up coming out the other side can be really cool and exciting, and fresh and new, but a little familiar, but still never before seen. When it comes to that positive, though, that is fundamentally intertwined with sometimes you just draw the shittiest card in your deck on the top when you needed it to be any other card. You get screwed by the draw as a result of this. You can't really have one without the other. And there's all these other sorts of things that are, like, intertwined. You know, like I remember I played this RTS called Grey Goo. and it was like, we've removed all the tedium of base building. And I was like, all right, fuck yeah, let's give it a shot. And the game would begin, and you'd start building something, and you just sit there for like 70 seconds while it built, just like looking at it. And the music would be playing, and it would just be like, you know, like pulsing and growing and stuff, and it would pop out, and you'd like click to build a unit. It's just sitting there, you know. And that's the thing. That's the thing. Lee, you in this show, you're like base building. We need you.
Well, I'm the chaos host.
Oh yeah.
I'm the chaos host.
That's true.
Well, if
it's a hard job, but somebody has to do it.
Yeah.
Somebody with who's not diagnosably neurodivergent, but well, I mean, you could be, but you don't have to be. It's
So if you're the chaos host, what are we, Sean's? Are we? Do we have names?
Well, Sean P, you're host.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you know how to host a show.
Yeah.
And you're also the comptroller.
Yes.
And Sean B, I think you're definitely the professor. But in addition, I think you're the, what would you call it? Something like archivist? Not quite archivist, but like the librarian.
Yeah.
But in a what do you call a fancy librarian? Whatever that is.
It is an archivist.
I guess Amazon.
There you go. That's it.
The Amazon host. That's like really good.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, a curator. That's a good term
for
it. Yeah.
The
curator. Oh, yeah. That's so good. Anyways, let's use the screwdriver with the rat in the washer.
Yes. This is heavy enough to smash the glass.
Oh, we used it to smash the glass. We didn't unscrew things. We smashed the glass.
Wait, what?
Oh, fuck, man. Ah, shit. All right.
What are the affordances of this object?
Why? Look at our body. Look at our weird. I mean, I don't want to body shame, but
yeah, no, but he absolutely has polyhedra for ass.
Yeah.
So now that we have the mouse, we can go get the guy to be scared.
That is
Hey
a
there,
terrifying
friend.
looking rat.
I bought you a little gift to make up for all the aggravation I caused earlier.
Why, thank you, son. It's nice to know that my lovable kind of guy demeanor
it's nice
is
to know this surly,
appreciated by the
unpersonable,
younger
and downright
generation.
rude attitude is
Mamma mia.
appreciated by the younger generation. Thank you. Oh, look at that stance. You know what it is? The
so
stances
weird.
in this game are very peculiar. Look at his little edible face. Look at those little eyes. Look at the roar he just did. It's like a
Above
bit that...
success. It can transform a mediocre day into a golden edge memory to pass on to subsequent generations.
Wait, that's actually a nice quote. What
I
the
mean,
fuck?
yeah,
It's
out
actually a
of
beautiful
context.
quote. Oh my god, we made it.
I know.
We survived. We survived an episode of Normality.
Wow. Well,
Fuck.
I mean, it's crazy that this game was not panned. Like, Normality.
Yeah, what kind of reviews did this get?
Oh my gosh, Harmonic One with the 10 gifted subs, and
Wow.
Jabberwocky with another 5. My god, look at this. We're actually bringing concrete content to gamers everywhere. The reception, PC Gamer gave it an 80%.
Wow.
I want to.
I'm just catching up.
Where's this review? I'm gonna read this.
I feel like if this review is actually gonna, I feel like the show we've been doing has been charging up a combo meter, and now this review is going to unleash it on us, because it's going to, what it's going to do is a sort of hyper gaslighting, where it's going to be like, this game is good, it's beautiful, it's fun to look at, the sounds are great.
Oh my god, I'm gonna read this. Okay, so hard as it is to believe, I must admit that I'm a member of what yuppie jerks like to call Generation X. Okay, this was written in 96. I feel okay admitting this, because I pretty much loathe my generation, who seem as a whole to be even bigger simpering new age ninnies than the baby boomers.
God.
I'm not sure I'd like being part of a group whose most memorable contribution to culture has been nipple piercing, but such is the price of being born in 1968. Like, I just want to stress, this is a review for Normality. This is, and some of you thought that it began with online-only publications. No. It was, all right.
No.
Here we go. This whole Gen X thing is especially cringeworthy when it pops up in entertainment. Apparently, the powers that be believe everyone in their 20s is jobless, wears knee-length shorts and Ray-Bans, has a goatee, rides a skateboard, eschews bathing, sports a funky hairdo, and wears faux hacker. And speaks faux hacker. Kent, the sporadically annoying hero of Interplays and Normality.
Faux hacker?
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Oh, yeah.
Kent turned off my webcam. That's why it was gone.
It's because you cringed into another dimension.
My webcam has a little door on it you can close, and I closed it.
Yeah, no, I like those are good.
Oh yeah, those are nice. So Kent, the sporadically annoying hero of Interplay's Normality, is a composite caricature of all these elements, but with a dash of Bill and Ted brain death thrown in to dumb things down a bit. He lopes through an otherwise entertaining game like the love child of Mo Howard and Alice in Chains singer Lane Stanley. These references are completely lost on me. All right. But
this reviewer is just taking his trauma and sending it out at other people. He's redirecting the violence that this game has caused on him, and he's just lashing out.
It's great.
Why is he lashing out at lead singers?
Here we go. This is a big paragraph. It escalates.
All right, I'll buckle up.
But despite my initial distaste for the main character, Normality is an adventure game with a lot going for it. First, it uses a slick first-person interface in a traditionally styled adventure game.
Slick, that's so slick, yeah.
And it's a real treat after endless mistype games. The story revolves around Kent, a nameless loser living in Nootropolis, a city renowned for its mind-rendering boredom. Thrown in jail for a week, blah, 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 blah. Let's see, blah, 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 blah. Kent navigates Nootropolis with a free motion interface reminiscent of Under a Killing Moon. Hold the left mouse button to freely move through the environment, both buttons to look up or down, and the right button to access Kent's voodoo doll interface. Movement is smooth and exceptionally well done, with eye-catching artwork and a full environment to explore.
That's all we're iterating on controls. Like, that's fine. That's not a crime.
Yeah.
No,
that's
totally.
Not one of
it's
the,
not.
That's not
it
one
is,
of the. Yeah.
No. It's 100%. That's sort of a cute historical artifact of a moment of technological progression.
Yes, that's like if a horrible person's on trial and they start by saying, opening comments, I just want to say the color of their shirt is actually not bad today. The double-breasted suit look is sort of, I guess that's coming back in style because I look at it, I don't feel so bad about it. Now let's get on to the crimes.
I want to hear more of this review.
Oh, shit, I fucking closed it. Because it basically...
Okay, never mind.
It describes it as Sam & Max Light. And actually says that the writing falls pretty flat a lot of the time.
Which
Sam
isn't a big deal in an adventure game. I mean, the writing, you can kind of just ignore the writing.
Maybe it's like Sam & Max Light in the sense that those potato chips were light that had no calories, but they later were found Olestra chips that were later found to give you just infinite diarrhea.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
This is the Olestra of Sam & Max, maybe?
Yeah, no, this is Sam & Max Olestra.
Oh, man. Okay, this has made me look up Under Killing Moon, though.
Yeah. Dude, I'm astonished. I'm astonished. It's incredible. Because, like, I feel like this may not have been iterated on. And, like, what do I mean by this? Because, like, there's the kind of... I remember once upon a time... this was actually Thursday. Someone was like, dude, your editor should do a highlight of all the times you were playing Elden Ring, and you were like, whoa, that's amazing. And our editor was watching, and he types, no, it wouldn't be cool. And Ed goes on to be like, that's one of those things that when you say it and you think about it, that is all the entertainment that there is to give.
Right, yeah.
Spending time turning that into
yes.
like a 6-minute video clip, you'd be like, whoa, whoa.
Should have been a tweet. Yep.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's just,
Yep.
and it's kind of amazing to think how easy it is to do play tests. Like I can just be like, hey, Control V, download this build and tell me what you think, asynchronously.
Do you ever read a whole novel or go to a film that costs millions of dollars and it's like that was good, but you're like, it could have been a tweet. You know?
This could have been solved faster with an email.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, it's like, yeah. I don't know.
I haven't actually seen it, but I'm pretty sure that you're describing the latest M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Oh. That is the problem when you have your twists. When you're the Mr. Twister, you gotta be careful.
Yeah,
you need at least more than 140 characters worth of
twistiness,
twisties.
Dude, you know what is a good M. Night Shyamalan movie? Is Devil.
I have not seen it. I kind of want to see Devil. Is Devil good?
Sean, I gotta tell you, is that the elevator one?
Yeah, it's the elevator one.
I watched it. I did not like it, Sean.
I love it. I love to hear that.
That is okay. If you love it, then that is good.
Solid. It's a solid little movie. Solid little movie.
If you like it, then I'm going to recommend that Sean watch it because that's one out of. Because I didn't. It's not like I disliked it. It's not like I disliked it. I gave it like a 3.75 out of 5.
Yeah, so no, it's an attendable. It's an attendable flick.
So I'm at the least, I would put that on a list of horror movies to watch during October. Like when you know. So
like if you were gonna marathon some movies, this would be a movie.
Yes. And so the fact that someone else has enjoyed it more than I have means that I'm gonna raise my personal Rotten Tomatoes above my own rating for it. You ever see one of those things where like a lot of people love something and this is a different example, but have you ever done one of those things where a lot of people watch something and they love it and you watch it and you're like it does nothing for me.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. And you have to admit that it's good, but it's not your thing.
You know? Right. Yeah. I think that's like GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm certain these are very well made games. And a lot of hard work went into them. Yeah. And when it comes to things that are like open world, go anywhere, do anything, explore, I'm like, fuck you. I work a lot. Tell me what to do. Tell me what to do.
What do you want me to do? I just remember. So you know how Logan always was able to say the one fucking thing that would ruin the media you enjoyed forever?
Oh yeah, he's incredible.
yeah, he's very good.
One time he said to me, he was like, "Yeah, I just feel like with these open world and sandbox games, it's like, do you really not have anything better to do with your time?" And now every time I try to sit down to it, I'm just fucking thinking like, do I not have anything better to do? It's like, damn it, Logan.
No, Logan, no. Yeah, I mean,
it was like when he watched Dr. Horrible and everybody was all about that, and he's like, I don't know, I just think NPH was the only one who could really hold a tune. And you're like, oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wonderful.
I just don't care about that much.
Man, that's
good. Oh yeah, that's fine too. I mean, those were the days, weren't they?
I know.
Digital revolution.
Yeah.
This experience that we had with Normality makes me think a little bit about a discussion I was having with one of my buddies. About
I'm sorry. Oh fuck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sean. Please. I don't like to interrupt you, but Lecta said you're gonna dump on Felicia Day like that. I'm so sorry, Felicia Day. I know that we are both on the project on LinkedIn for metadating. I was not thinking of you when I said I was not saying it. It was Logan. It's Logan's fault.
It's Logan's fault.
It's his fault, right?
Fuck.
I'm saying someone else ruined my opinion of your work that was not my original opinion.
I was poisoned. My mind my
Like,
mind
look.
was poisoned by
Yeah.
one of the sharpest diamond mind critics I know, and
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah. No, I mean, like we are the bosses in House of the Dead, and Logan is the player that sees the part that flashes red. And he just aims at that part and he unloads. And it's just like, I no longer like my things.
Yeah, it just goes doop, 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 until your spleen explodes. And then
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
You know, achievement unlocked.
And
Spleenless in Seattle.
we're not even one of the later bosses. We don't have like unblockable attacks. We just fold over and die.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm sorry. I interrupted you. You were gonna say something.
No, this is good. Well, I was chatting with one of my friends about this thing that I feel like comes up in media critique a lot, which my friend Tristan calls the existence problem, which is that
is a hard problem.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like a lot of times when people are discussing on forums and Twitter and Reddits and Twitches and YouTubes, I don't know why I say all social media like that, and bookses and with wordsies. Yeah, like in all these locations, you'll know that what a lot of people wind up doing with their analysis is they are talking about the thing that is done, that exists. Here's what I would have changed to maybe make it better. But often that's not the problem at all. Right. It's not going from a 1 to a 10. It's going from 0 to 1. It's going from no existence to existence. That's the fucking hard thing. And it's so amusing to me to be playing this game and to be just like rolling my eyes about things. You know, just like, oh, it's so bad. And sure, yeah, there's like issues with the writing and so on. But this is like one of the first 3D games to ever exist when all engines were custom made in-house for every game. Mm-hmm. And 3D was brand new to the point where there was no control schema that you were falling back on. Every game had a completely new way of using the keyboard or the mouse or both or neither. Like, it's so amazing to think how hard this shit was.
And also, you know what? I'm going to say something. I'm going to say something in favor of this game. Okay. I'm going to say something in favor of this game.
Okay. All right. No, it's just
work up to it.
Okay, hold on.
Just bite your knuckles while you say it and focus on the pain.
Okay. I think that making things look ugly and dirty works with the way that the pixels are rendered in the 3D engine. There. Okay, I said it.
Yeah.
It looks crispy. It looks crispy.
That's a really good point. Like making something look not look bad, but like look disgusting, look like off-putting. That can be really difficult to do, and the game does it really effectively. I'm not sure why it does it. But it does do it.
Opt-in nasty.
Can I look? We've seen a lot of ugly stuff tonight. Can I just give us a little hair show here? To offset? Can I just offset with a little hair show? Can I just give it a little hair show?
Oh, Lee.
One of the only things I can do really well in this world. I'm just gonna give us a little hair show.
Ooh.
That's
pretty good.
That's
right?
incredible.
Oh,
I mean, Lee,
hell yeah!
I mean, that's pretty good.
Yes.
I'm doing. This is my public service.
Dude,
oh my god, I love it.
Like I'm using hair from here and back here to pull like this way, and you just
well,
like
here's the thing.
It's incredible.
If I hadn't transitioned, I never would have known. I only knew like this has only been like the last 2 years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right, that was my palette cleanser.
That is fantastic. That is fantastic. That is like. Yeah, that is that's pinup quality hair.
Thank you. Somebody asked me like for hair like product advice. I put like a little bit of a certain wavy thing in it, and otherwise it just fucking looks this way. It just fucking looks like this. It just comes out this way.
Wow, yeah. I woke up like this.
And
there it is.
I literally did.
Well, on that note of Lee having just gorgeous hair naturally.
Fucking
I am going to take my shirt off so I can wear it again tomorrow.
Hell yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Well, everyone, we'll see you next week for more Mostly Walking. Goodbye. Goodbye. I love doing this show. I love playing games that are crazy. Do 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 do.
Let's start over again. 10, 9.
We're back with Mostly Walking. Lee counted down, and that's...